What is up, party people? Happy Wednesday!
Chad,
Yo.
normally I've turned your camera on at this point, but it is not on yet. And I want everybody, if you have YouTube up and running, you need to be looking at your screen right now because I'm getting ready to turn the camera on.
It's going to be scary.
I'm looking good.
3, 2, 1.
What is up? Dressed to the nines and ready to go, baby. Oh, yeah. I told you I dress up. I love Halloween. I love it.
You look like a druid shark.
I am. You know what's funny? I have actually a body part that I'm missing that looks like I'm eating it. Because the sharks eat people sometimes. They don't mean to. I know it's not cool, but what are you going to do?
You should run around saying, Hoopa!
Hoopa! That was actually my number 3 scary movie of all time today was Jaws.
Yes, sir.
What a phenomenal movie that was.
That was,
Do you know that was the first movie in history to open up nationwide?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
It's the first summer blockbuster ever. That's why summer became that, and that was the first movie in history to open up nationwide. Normally, they would roll it out inch by inch. And, you know, depending on how it would do in New York, L.A., and Chicago, and then they would go from there. First movie to open up in the same time nationwide across the country.
Wasn't it also the first one to break $100 million box office?
First movie ever to break $100 million. People didn't realize that. It was absolutely the movie itself. How do you not love it? Right? It's like the most incredible movie.
Great acting.
Great acting. And when you hear the music, he won an Academy Award, John Williams. He changed it up. And then you hear the voice.
There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without logic. It lives to kill. A mindless eating machine. It will attack and devour anything. It is as if God created the devil and gave him jaws.
How awesome is that? It's as if God created the devil and gave him jaws. Yeah, I was obsessed. I talked to Carl Gottlieb. He was the one who rewrote the script because Spielberg and Benchley hated it. And he was a really nice guy. And Carl said, Steven sent him the script and said, it's crap. Criticize it, write all over it, tell everybody how crappy it is, and then send it back to me. And he did. They started shooting the movie without a script. They had no script at first. They knew what the movie was about, but they had no script.
So they just started getting, like, just landmarks and things
all
like that.
that stuff. It was supposed to last 55 days. That was the $4 million, 55 days. It lasted 153 or 59 days, and it cost $9 million. And he thought he would never work against Spielberg.
Interesting.
Yeah, when you overrun, even back then, if you overrun by over 100%, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, big time. Big time. The Bruce was the name of the shark. It sank and just never would work. Never worked when it was supposed to, ever. Always sank. And it was just the nightmare that thing was. They drank everybody out of the island, too, was the other thing. And most of the actors in the movie are all islanders outside of, like, the main actors. Yeah, it was neat. But Lorraine Gray, I spoke to her once before. She was the Mrs. Brody. She said that, what's his name? Roy Schneider was the worst.
Really?
Yeah. She goes, whoever interviews her goes, we were closer than he and I ever were, and we were pretending to be married.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but it was really all about Robert Shaw. Hoopa!
Oh, yes.
Hoopa!
Hoopa!
And what's his name? Dreyfuss. Dreyfuss and him, because Dreyfuss had become a sex symbol because of American Graffiti.
That's right.
And then he did another movie that he saw before it was released, and he says, I will never work again, because he turned Jaws down 4 or 5 times. He said, this movie's so bad, I'm never going to work again. And he called Spielberg and begged him to put him back in the movie. And then he said when he got there, he goes, Robert Shaw was the worst. Because Robert had me, he could just crush my soul by looking at me.
Yes.
he goes, he would tell me, you couldn't do 25 sit-ups. I go, you're right. And he goes, I could do 25 sit-ups, but I just knew that he would just. And then, of course, the great speech that he gave about the Indianapolis. Right? He did that he did it once, drunk, saw the dailies, called Spielberg the next day and said, I apologize. I will never do that again. Let me do it again. And then he did it all in one scene. Y'all know me. Y'all know how I earn a living. Oh, God, he was so great. Phenomenal, baby.
He was outstanding, man. Telling that story about the Indianapolis.
Yes.
Man, that part of the movie just had you riveted.
One of the greatest. I mean, when you think about it, just there's moments in history where you watch cinema and you're like, that's it. Like that is, for all the other stuff about the shark, Roy Scheider ad-libbed the part about a boat, the bigger boat and all that stuff. But that moment when he was doing that, it was, spectacular. Phenomenal. Tidbits throughout the day, because I'm dressed like a shark today. By the way, did they catch the monkeys yet?
I think they caught all, but they actually had to kill all but one from what I saw yesterday.
I thought 3 of them were dead already.
Yeah.
Probably from the crash.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking of the TV show.
No. They're not going to capture those ones. Those monkeys, though, they're like, what's wrong with them? I don't know. I heard they have a virus, maybe.
Yeah.
The question is, how much do they cost? And why is everybody trying to eat a rhesus monkey? They're always the rhesus monkey, right?
Well, maybe they're mistaking it for a Reese's cup.
Yeah, but those things are super expensive because, like, when we were talking...
Well, they're infected, too.
Yeah, because they grow them a certain way. They want them to be a certain thing, and I don't know. What did they infect them with? That's how I like how they don't tell anybody what's wrong with them.
COVID, hepatitis, and something else.
Sounds like a Friday night.
Yeah.
Sounds like Bell's Friday night.
Basically, these monkeys were pin cushions.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, that is spectacular. That is absolutely spectacular. Oh, we got everybody's dressed up now. The sales team is here, and they're all dressed to the nines. I'm telling you, man, it's infectious. Who doesn't love being a little kid every once in a while?
I'd go right back to it if I could.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well, in my mind, I am.
Yeah, I know.
And that comes out a lot.
Yeah, so it does. And then, unfortunately, as an adult, it doesn't always look so good.
No.
So much stuff to get to today. Government still shut, from what I understand?
Yep.
So Poly Market is where you go to look. You can bet on anything on the Poly Market. Like anything. So all of the money, for the most part, is on after November 16th to reopen. That is where there's a few days where it's like 20%, but the vast majority of the money is all after November 16th. I would find that hard to go that long. Oh, man. I was listening to an air traffic controller today, and he's like, it's already a stressful enough job, let alone worry about whether or not you're going to have any money. I'm like, yeah, that can't be good. And then I see Trump's trying to figure out, well, how do we get SNAP paid? I'm like, you guys are trying to fund everything inch by inch. Why don't you just go in and pass a bill?
Or an actual budget.
Or, well, settle down, dude. One thing at a time. One thing at a time.
I didn't mean to jump ahead.
Or an actual budget. You're so funny. Goodness me. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of hilarious, Mike Johnson.
More air traffic controllers and TSA agents and park rangers are about to go without a paycheck. You've got families and children that rely upon SNAP benefits that are going to go hungry here at the end of the week.
Yeah, they are. And the question is, whose fault is it? According to everybody, nobody's fault at this moment in time. Not enough to make people get off their butt and do something. And while that's going on, we can at least say we're not Jamaica. Have you seen the pictures of Jamaica?
It's terrible.
It is. It reminded me of the tsunami that hit the day after Christmas in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Is it worse than the Katrina pictures?
It's pretty bad. Because the thing is, with Katrina, it was flooding, but our houses don't fall apart like this. You may lose roofs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's just, when they showed it got to 13 feet, they showed the airport. Those weren't planes. Those were boats. I mean, that is just, it showed you what nature can do. I mean, it is, and you wonder, they still say there's only 7 people dead, but they're like, there's no way they can tell for days because the muds and, and half the island is completely inaccessible to anything.
Did you see the meteorologist in Miami he got his first glimpse of what was going on down there, the flooding, and he just lost it in the middle of his shot. I mean, he just said, "Lord Jesus."
Yeah. I mean, what else are you going to say?
Yeah.
I mean, because we all think of these things as just islands that we go hang out on for vacation, right? I mean, that's kind of, let's go have some fun. It's just vacation. But in between there's all those houses, there's all of those things, and those people stood no chance for something this size. This wasn't even close. It covered the whole island for a while. I mean, think about that. I mean, that is just insane. And I sit there and I think to myself, I wonder how many people, God willing, nobody else lost their life, but you can't for a second think that that's true.
Well, I'm wondering, just how many days in a row it rained.
Yeah, that's the other side.
Even before the eye got there.
Yeah, before the whole thing got there, it already saturated the ground. And that's what happens. And then the rise of the ocean and everything else, they had no chance. No chance whatsoever. And here's what's his name? Desmond McKenzie.
We cannot presume that there are deaths. I'm hoping that there are no deaths to report on, but we are not in a position to make an official statement on deaths because we have not received any such information.
Because you can't get anywhere. I mean, a good portion of the island is completely underwater.
And how much of their communication infrastructure probably got destroyed?
It's out.
Destroyed. There's nothing. I mean, they don't have linemen like we do who are out there waiting on the sidelines for something to go sideways and to start getting things going. They don't have that. They have everybody get to where you can, get safe, and hold on, right? And for a lot of people, this is also going to be, when I was looking at the way they're talking about how this is going to change the map for certain parts of the island because it's just going to be, it was so destroyed. And then, what do? I mean, you look at it. I mean, the pictures are just, seeing pictures from the what was it? People inside of the airport too. The wind. Good God. 190 miles an hour? That is just, I mean, you're seeing stuff fly by. I mean, it's flying by, chairs, giant pieces of stuff just flying by at just 100 miles an hour. And you're like, oh, God. Yeah, but it's going to take a while for them to figure out exactly what went down. And the clean out. This is when you start worrying, too, about cholera and all that stuff because now everything's all out there. So all of that stuff is completely infected with just nasty stuff and sewage and things like that. And that's when people get sick. Going to be horrible, horrible. Godspeed to them. Coming up today, a lot of stuff, fun stuff as well. One Hit Wonder Wednesday. We all have a one hit wonder. All of us do. It's fun. It's a horror-themed, Halloween-themed one hit wonder Wednesday.
And we are taking a little bit of liberty with the one hit part.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd be surprised. Like songs sang about werewolves, but there wasn't really a Halloween song or a scary song. And that band had a hit, and this band had 2 hits, and that guy had 4 hits. So we kind of took some liberties. So you just have to deal with it. And I'm not saying Kylie's replaced, but on White Woman Wednesday, I found a girl, and she's pretty spectacular. I mean, the stuff that she says will blow your mind.
So she's liberal like Kylie?
She's liberal like Kylie, and she is...
Oh, by the way, Kylie went to Brown.
She did go to Brown. I don't know where this woman went to, but wherever it was definitely a liberal arts college. But she is... Kylie is very much emotional. This girl is beautiful, and you want to talk about privilege. It's spectacular. But the stuff that she says, oh my, let's just put it this way. Thinism and eugenics. Yeah. Oh, wait till you hear this. If you're missing the show, shame on you. Happy Wednesday. It's the Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. All right, guys, Relief Factor is amazing. When I'm swimming around and chasing all those little people out there in my shark outfit, what do you guys know about Relief Factor, how incredible it is? It is awesome. And all joking aside, I'm working out more than I have in a long time. I'm feeling better than I have in a long time because as much as I work out, you think to yourself, okay, you're working out. It's about recovery. Relief Factor does that, right? So this is for general aches and pains and soreness, especially after physical exertion. It's got 4 amazing ingredients. These are the key ingredients. Omega-3 fatty acids, resveratrol, curcumin, and icariin each support the body's inflammatory response from a different metabolic pathway. So what's that mean? They attack it from different angles, and it helps with that inflammation, and your recovery is that much faster. I swear by it every day, and so does my wife, and she takes the stuff every single day because you can. Formula safe, non-addictive. So this is what I want to do. 3-week quick start right now, $19.95, less than a cup of coffee a day. You will feel the difference with Relief Factor. Go to ReliefFactor.com. That's ReliefFactor.com. Or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 800, the number 4, RELIEF for Relief Factor. So yesterday, the announcement came down from Amazon. They're going to get rid of 30,000 over the space. They're going to get rid of essentially 10% of their workforce.
So it's more than the 14,000.
Yeah, 14 is the beginning of it. And so I talked to my uncle last night. My uncle and I, we have companies. AI is what we do, but it's all on the creative side. My uncle was employee like number 6 at Blizzard Entertainment. He helped create World of Warcraft. If you guys ever played Diablo, Ethereal, the character with no face, it's the front of everything. That's his. He is a freak of this kind of stuff.
Can you give me a free subscription to WoW?
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Oh, awesome.
It's not a problem. And all of you guys can be like, can you do the same for me? Settle down. So I said, hey, Paul. I said yesterday, I'm talking to Ken. He's, he hosts, along with the host show with me, he's our news director. He does all this stuff. And he said, Chad, I love this stuff. It's great. It's amazing. It does all this good stuff for me. But I also know it could be our demise, and I said, he's worried that there's nothing good coming. And my uncle says, and I quote, it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a bloodbath for 5 years.
Yeah, it's just now starting.
And the reason is the jobs that we have now are going to become obsolete. The jobs that will be created, we don't even know what they are now. And the interesting thing is, it's all Western nations, all developed nations are going to have this issue. Nations that aren't super developed, their life will change none. As he said, if you're a goat, farmer and you're out with picking apples and doing stuff like that, your life's not going to change much. But for us, there's going to be a lot of change. But he says what's going to come from it will be great, but it is going to be, for a while, it is going to be ugly.
Yeah, I saw where, like right now, universities are having to change their programs that are AI leaning because it has what they were teaching is already old.
Yeah.
And they've got to completely restructure their programs.
It was eye-opening because we talk about this stuff a lot. A lot of it comes from the creative side of it. But he said what's strange is right now, one of the new things that they're developing, I'm just fun. So that's what I do. But one of the new things they're developing is AI can now storyboard something from scratch, come up with something on its own without you prompting it, and create a script. It's not very good, he goes, but 6 months from now, it's going to create anything Hollywood can do without being prompt.
Once it learns.
All right, coming up, we'll have fun stuff in hour number 2 that's not so drab. Man, we do a lot of stuff here, kids, and I want to find out more about what's going on in Brazil. If you haven't seen the show, shame on you. Don't make me swim to your house. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.
Oopa!